Chicago Convention, please press the intervention button. Honorable Esther Passaris, were you also for another one or this one?
Thank you, Madam Speaker, for allowing me to contribute to the consideration of the protocols relating to the amendments of the Articles 50A and 56 of the Convention of International Civil Aviation 1944, known as the Chicago Convention. Madam Speaker, civil aviation is a global concern, and the safety in managing our civil aviation is also of global concern. We cannot be in isolation. I am really happy that they're considering membership of the Council from 36 to 40, and I hope that the continent of Africa will have adequate seats to be able to also voice their opinion on a number of issues relating to the continent. We're very proud as a continent. I mean, we had Kenya Airways as the pride of Africa, and now we've got Ethiopian Airways and Rwanda Air, and Ethiopian Airways has really set a standard that is really high, to the point that, you know, it's becoming a destination for connectivity, just like Dubai and Hong Kong. So we need to look at how, as a country, we can benefit from this protocol and how we can improve our own participation in civil aviation. Civil aviation, when you get into an aeroplane, it's a global representation of citizens from all over the world. So safety is mandatory, but also the issue of price. When you go to Europe and America, budget airlines provide really affordable transportation, and when you look at Kenya Airways, it is really pricey in comparison with the global north and how they price their travels. So we will need to figure out how, as a country, we can not only improve on our civil aviation in terms of price, but also in terms of safety. When a country belongs to protocols and conventions and is a signatory, then we can also raise our standards. Where you have a country where corruption may be rife and we're not focusing on improving our standards, then when we sign up to such convention, it actually is a check and balance for us as a country to make sure we up our standards and improve in terms of our safety, in terms of our training. I have to say that one of the best airlines that offers the best landing is Kenya Airways. You will always have a smooth landing when you come to the runway. Our pilots were one of the best trained, and I still believe that they are the best trained. We've also liberalized and included gender. We've got female pilots as well, which we're very proud of. So I believe that the Transport Committee has actually been wise to bring this for us to consider. And being part of this protocol will mean that our civil aviation, in terms of safety, in terms of pricing, in terms of standards, will go higher. But this is also a challenge for the management of Kenya Airways, which was our pride of Africa, to look at where did they go wrong and how can they improve so that we can actually get back our position as the pride of Africa. Because today, when you look at the airlines, by comparison, I think Ethiopian Airways has really upped the standards. We're proud of that. We saw South African Airlines go down, but we should be thinking of these protocols not just as Kenya, but as the continent of Africa. Because as the continent of Africa, we've got to figure out how we are going to become independent and of the controls of the West. We also have to make sure that these protocols favor the continent of Africa and do not make us become dependent and lose our ground in terms of being monopolized by the Western airlines. So all in all, I support the motion, and I congratulate the Transport Committee for bringing this to the floor of the House. Thank you.
The Honorable Member for Buri, Honorable Mugambi.
Thank you, Madam Speaker.